Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the quick, right?
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Dancing to his left. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go. Let's go.
Stroud out of the gun here. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. Got his man, Dell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Stroud sets up the play action. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
All right. 2J.
Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ready up.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Set, hut. Hey, Red. 62 blaster. Set, go.
Mariota now. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Now Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Chase Young showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third and 12.
Set. Ready.
Mariota. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Stroud from his own end zone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Jackson to return. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And Stroud now to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
South. Look the high.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll buy some time right. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Robin. Mikey Jackson.
Throwing now is Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's second and 7. Stroud off the play fake. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Stroud will look to throw once more. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Before receivers said here on third down, they're going to spread the field and make you play sideline to sideline, make you defend every blade of grass. Good spacing there offensively as they get the completion and the first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The throwing again is Stroud. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now Stroud. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Odafe Oweh in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This is 2nd and 8.
Come on, set.
Here's Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action. Mariota. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake, Mariota. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Ready.
Now third down and very long.
Set. Ready.
From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Ready. Hey, green. Blue striker. Watch out now.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
To throw is Mariota. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Set. Hut.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. First and 5.
Set. Hut.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Ultra. Let's go.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be second and 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down and 4. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Smash. Slice. 97. Hut.
Running left, Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonathan Taylor, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud working out of the gun. He's got a man, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Rondale Moore, 70 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Set, go.
Play fake. Mariota. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Here we go, set.
To throw, Mariota. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Clock, 10.
Mariota to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Ready.
That is caught. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Danny Gray, 43 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Stroud sets up the play action. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Tony.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Stroud to throw it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Texans are back within a score. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Ready.
He'll start with a give to Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Strike. Strike it. Let's go now. Seal. Black. Black Ultra. Ready?
Throwing, Mariota. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Black shot. Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Mariota now. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mariota shoves him away. And again the footwork. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, it's Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 22 needle. 6, mega.
Mariota. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Will Anderson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 8. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. As Stroud now to throw. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kyle Pitts, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And a little element there of chasing points because that's the second time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Down. Hut, hut.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Mariota. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Smash, red. Here we go. Yellow, zoom. Ready?
Mariota now from the 50. This one brought in by Jefferson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On play action, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Yellow, go. Hut, hut.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. And he's got Pierce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
All right.
Broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. To the right side, and he's got more complete. This 2nd and 4. Here goes Stroud again. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 3. Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Stroud.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation.
All right.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's go.
Play action now. Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This from 54 yards away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Hey, go steal. Set. Hut.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Shot, 17. Ready, ready. Ready.
Mariota here to throw.
Cockrell holds it in left side.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier.
Striker, 3,
now
3.
They're out there again to try once more.
10 cycles. Red, yellow, go red. Green jack. Ready?
Now Mariota. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Now Stroud.
Buying time to his left.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Stroud to throw it. He's got the connection to Moore.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He'll fire deep, looking for more. This ball intercepted. And the Titans are going to hang on the